Yeah. Hey, child support, I know that it got you stressing. You've been looking for some answers, you got so many questions. Mike Aikins got your back, and I gotta mention his book, A Simple Guide to Child Support Redemption. Hold up, get you back on track, now it's time to make it happen. Save a whole lot of stacks, you gotta read through the chapters. You are really not alone, I know it can be controversial, but he's really here to help you when it feel like people trying to hurt you. Ain't no shame, time for educating yourself, giving examples and cases so you ready for what's next. Documented testimonies, step by step, easy to read. Be prepared in legalities, don't need a legal team. Hey, came to let you know, you don't wanna miss it. Hey, a simple guide to child support redemption. Hold up, came to let you know, you don't wanna miss it. A simple guide to child support redemption. Let's go.
A Simple Guide to Child Support Redemption is a book written by author Mike R. Aikins. In this book, Aikins exposes the blatant fraud and corruption that happens in child support, which has basically turned into a scam against the law-abiding and tax-paying citizens of this country. The book depicts and chronicles this government-mandated entitlement system from its inception into what it has turned into today, which is one of the most profitable juggernauts in the government's arsenal of money-making entities. It was estimated that child support made $50 billion in 2018 in the U.S. alone, and it will undoubtedly surpass that figure in 2019 when the numbers come out. In fact, child support has become so profitable that many of the enforcement agencies have resorted to fraud and deception in order to keep it going, keep their jobs, and keep the money coming in, even though everyone knows that it's probably the most unfair system out there for both parties of a divorce case. The most shocking detail about this phenomenal atrocity is that the system itself routinely causes families to be broken up, children to be alienated from their parents, and even forces many non-custodial parents, namely fathers, to become homeless and even commit suicide. Even though a lot of people know that this has been going on for quite some time now, nobody is really doing anything about it. Author Mike R. Aikins, with the help of a few other select advocates out there that are also committed to making a change, all want to do something about it now. The upcoming video is from the Lawless Family Court series. Please view it in its entirety and the rest of this video in order to join the ongoing dialogue to finally do something about the grave injustices that are happening right before our eyes with the institution and implementation of the child support system in the USA.
Welcome to the Lawless Family Court video series, which is designed to help you navigate our incompetent and corrupt family court system today. Much of what you will hear will be shocking and unbelievable, but I assure you, you can validate it with a little bit of research by looking at and understanding the U.S. Constitution and various state laws and U.S. Supreme Court case law. Family courts have evolved over several decades to be nothing but a racket. They are in no way a court of law anymore. This video series is designed to expose these illegal activities happening today in all 50 states. You'll find many of these things very hard to believe, but as I said, your own research can validate that they are true. You need to understand that the Constitution, the U.S. Constitution, trumps all state laws and statutes under a law called the Law of Supremacy. We'll discuss that more in a later edition of these videos. Statutes that violate constitutional rights and civil rights are unlawful, And states have written many unlawful statutes for their own profit and convenience as well as power. This industry is in the process of collapsing, although far too slow, due to exposure of its bad behavior and the racketeering that is happening. Several good documentaries have been done on this. This video series will help you understand the criminal activity and how to defend yourself against it and fight this evil system that is literally destroying our country today by destroying our children and parental relationships. These people, and I mean both judges and lawyers, are evil and incompetent, and what they are doing is for their own profit and convenience. It is not what is in the best interests of citizens, and it is far from legal.
Inadvertently gotten a sassy answer to that question from attorney Mark Koplik in its hidden camera video. Koplik explained to the representative of the phony African minister why he never worried about government subpoenas.
They don't send the lawyers to jail because we run the country.
Do you run the country?
Still do.
I love it.
Still do.
I should say some lawyers run the country.
So you are some of them, two of them.
Yeah, a small amount.
We're still
but yes.
members of a privileged class in this country.
So what does it mean you run the country? It means you...
We make the laws, and when we do so, we make them in a way that is advantageous to the lawyers.
It took years of research for me to find all of this stuff. I became a trained court watcher, and I can see family court judges violating the law on average every 5 to 10 minutes when sitting in a family court. I know if you are patient and review it all, and ideally get your spouse or soon-to-be ex-spouse to review it as well, you will not just save tens or maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars, but you'll save your children and yourself from destruction of your lives. We must fight this corrupt system at every step. These people belong in jail, not on the bench in black robes or pretending to be lawyers who represent the client's best interest, because they don't. The biggest lie of all, used to fool people, is the system claims to work in the best interest of children. Nothing could be further from the truth. It can easily be shown that this is an outright lie, and statistically, they are doing what is worst for families and children. In fact, they're awarding huge percentages, often 80 to 90% sole custody, when we've known since the year 2000 that sole custody is a form of child abuse that raises problems and social pathologies by 14,600% as compared to an equal custody situation. Yes, that's right. It means that children in sole custody have 146 times more problems than children in a shared custody situation. These people, both judges and lawyers, are con men and con women who are raping the estates of families by intentionally causing chaos and pouring gasoline on the figurative fire of divorce. This is clearly for their own profit and convenience. I wish you well in not becoming a victim of this scam, and there's no better way to do it than to understand your rights and how these judges and lawyers are constantly violating the law. Send an email to info@divorceracket.org to receive free case law and other valuable information.